All right. Namaste and welcome.
Namaste.
Thank you for joining us today. And many thanks to Liz and Engage for hosting us. We know how fun that is.
Especially when the machines don't cooperate.
Before we begin, let's make sure our cell phones and watches are turned off so that when we meditate, we won't be interrupted. Because we need all the meditation we can get. Today's meditation is called No Mud, No Lotus. The expression no mud, no lotus was made famous by Thich Nhat Hanh, the mindfulness master and Zen monk. And our meditation is based on the Lotus Sutra, which teaches us to use our mundane problems and our challenges as fuel for our growth toward awakening and freedom from suffering. The lotus is considered to be a sacred flower in all of Asia, from India all the way to Japan and everywhere in between. And there's a reason. The lotus is a delicate, resplendent, and magnificent flower. And it's offered in sacred rites and rituals across Asia. It's a symbol of purity, devotion, and wisdom. But that beautiful sacred lotus, that resplendent, wonderful, delicate flower, only grows in filthy muck and mud. This pristine flower requires filthy muck and mud to nurture it, to open to its perfection. Hence the saying, no mud, no lotus. The pure lotus doesn't open in spite of the filthy muck and mud that surrounds it, nor does it fight or resist the mud and muck that surround it. Nor does the lotus try to reform the filth and muck and mud around it. Nope. The lotus opens only because it transforms the filth into fuel for its own growth and perfection. This is a non-duality tale. The lotus and the mud, the sacred and the profane, they are interdependent. The lotus is a metaphor for us. We are naturally pure, beautiful, and sacred. But we live in a world full of difficulties and challenges. They are our muck and mud. So like the lotus, we can use the mud, the difficulties, to fuel our own awakening and understanding and spiritual growth. We can transform our difficulties into wisdom, joy, and freedom from suffering. Our hardships and our difficulties and challenges, like the mud, are the essential nutrients for us to flourish.
So let's consider, where would the lotus be without the mud that nurtures it? How can we develop deep wisdom without the difficulties, the challenges, and the lessons that life presents to us? To be mindful is to not flee, not run away from the challenges, but rather to sit compassionately with them, to understand their nature, to understand their teachings, the teachings that they hold for us, and then to transform these difficulties, hardships, challenges, and lessons, transform them into fuel for our own growth, awakening, and escape from suffering so much. So, try to allow the mud and the hardships to lead you to look within yourself, to realize your pure divine nature, even while you live in a chaotic world.
Let's also consider what difficulties and challenges are you facing? What aspects of your life right now are your mud? If you look at them without judgment, if you look at them from the point of view of the unattached witness who observes all, aren't they really just fertile soil for your growth? Don't they contain the fuel for your own awakening? Don't they contain messages, lessons, and opportunities for your growth?
So let's contemplate, how can you transform the way that you look at your challenges? Because it's the way you see the challenges or the difficulties or the hardships. It's how your mind perceives them. That's where the magic is. We want to recognize and greet the hardships and the difficulties, and greet them with as opportunities for our growth, for advancement on the path toward freedom from suffering.
Just as the lotus transcends its environment without resisting or denying it, you too can rise above your muddy circumstances, shining like a resplendent lotus, while keeping your feet or your roots firmly planted in the present moment.
So now we're going to look at this a little more deeply with meditation. You can take a comfortable upright meditation posture and place your feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Feel the grounding support of the chin and the floor beneath you. Place your hands in chin mudra with your thumbs and your forefingers gently touching. Then rest your hands palms down on your thighs. Gently straighten your spine upwards and tuck your chin in just a tiny wee bit, as if you're nodding to someone, and this will slightly elongate the back of your neck, and the top of your head will reach a little bit higher towards the ceiling. Gently broaden your chest, relax your shoulders, and this helps to open your heart chakra. Remember, don't force anything. In meditation, nothing is supposed to hurt terribly, or even at all. So be comfortable. And now smile. A great, big, beautiful smile. Go ahead, you can do it. Smile, release your facial muscles. And that's a signal to the rest of your body that everything is okay. Smile and relax. Let your jaw completely relax and allow your tongue to lightly rest on the floor of your mouth. Please close your eyes if you haven't done so already, and let your eyelids become soft. And now focus on your breath. Feel the breath move through your nose, your throat, and your chest. Take a slow, deep breath in and let it out slowly and fully. Take another deep breath in and let it out slowly and fully. And once more, a deep breath in and a long breath out. And now you can please return to your regular rate of breathing. We call these centering breaths. And if you have an upsetting day or an upsetting time, remember to take those 3 breaths. It will help you to relax. Now, please scan your body for any part of you that feels restless or tense or in pain. Breathe peacefulness, love, and tranquility to those tense or painful parts of your body. Take some time with this. We will be using our breath mantra, which is spelled H-A-M-S-A. It's a Sanskrit word. This mantra follows your breath. It's the most natural way to focus your mind and enter a calm state. On the in-breath, silently repeat hum. On the out-breath, silently repeat sa. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. And now, please silently repeat to yourself the following. I am that essence which is pure, beautiful, and beyond the reach of suffering. I am that essence which is pure, beautiful, and beyond the reach of suffering. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. If thoughts should come up during meditation, just let them come without engaging with them. Observe the thought, and then, right away, return to your breathing and the repetition of the mantra. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. And now, please silently repeat to yourself, I am that essence which transforms my challenges into growth, wisdom, and freedom. I'll say it again, and you can repeat it again if you'd like. I am that essence which transforms my challenges into growth, wisdom, and freedom. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. You can continue in this way as we meditate. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. And now we'll meditate. Beginning to bring your awareness back to the room. You can take a nice deep breath in and let it out slowly. You can open your eyes. It's always good to come out of meditation slowly. We always remind you that your feet and your ankles and your legs need to be awakened before you get up and walk around, because we don't want anyone falling. So I'm going to do a little recap on what we suggested in our meditation sessions with you. We talk a lot about mind habits, those things that we play over and over, and we do over and over again because that's what we've told ourselves we should do. If they're not helpful, You always have a choice. You can change a mind habit that's no longer working for you. And today's meditation on no mud, no lotus lets you see that even the most awful circumstances, or difficult, or challenging, or painful, any of those kinds of circumstances can be used just like the lotus does. It sits with that difficulty, that hardship. It sits with it with great compassion, and it looks at it from all sides. And then it begins to transform that difficulty into something that is wise and helpful to your mind, your body, your family, your work, your life. So if you find something tweaking you during the day, just trying to get your attention or have you go, hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath, and do that 2 or 3 times until you settle into your heart place. And then you can address it from a place that has wisdom and kindness, not only for yourself, but for everybody around you. Because who wants to be with somebody who is having a miserable day?
Even though we all have them.
We all have them. And then it's our choice. Do we want to stay miserable and make everything around us and everybody around us be miserable? Or would it be more wise, now that we know how, would it be more wise to choose to just repeat the mantra hamsa until we calm down and then go about whatever needs to be done? So now it's your turn. We'd like to know if anyone here has had an experience of transforming a challenge or a hardship into something that's been helpful to you or to others. Oh, there's silence. Tess, would you like to share
Sure.
yours? Okay.
I have 4 ribs. They're very unhappy. They're very, well, they got a little too much radiation, let's say.
Yeah, they
So
did.
they're weak. And about once every season, they break. And, you know, I'm not the athlete anymore. They break because I cough, or I turn over in bed, or I turn around. That's all. That's all it takes. My old mind habit might have been, oh, no, not again. Oh, it'll be 3 weeks before I can sneeze again without screaming, poor me. Oh, this is terrible. It's going to be an awful 3 weeks. Or I can take a not quite deep breath
Yes,
because
because
it hurts,
that would be painful.
but I can take a little deep breath and realize this is my karma. The sages have told us from the beginning of time, everything that we encounter in our life, everything, every person, every situation, every difficulty, the good and the bad, all of it, it's just our karma. It's the consequence, the reaction of past actions, and who knows how far back that might be. But that's all it is. There's nothing, there's no judgment in it, there's no punishment in it. These are the opportunities that life is presenting to us to achieve knowledge and understanding and awakening,
And freedom.
and to gain further progress on the path. And so if we look at those hardships and those pains and those things that we normally would resist and push away at, or get angry at as opportunities for us to overcome with joy. Then we've made some huge progress. We can turn anything around because joy and pain can coexist. They always do. They're not mutually exclusive. So you can be in terrific pain, but still experience pure joy and endless joy. Because actually, that's your true nature. It's there underneath all that pain. So if the pains and the hardships cause you to turn within, to find a broader perspective, to release the negativity around a thing, and enable you to look at a thing without judgment and just, okay, this is my experience for today. I'll offer my best. I'll still do my best to work with myself and those around me. Then who could expect you to do more? And
Bravo.
and you can be joyful. And that's a bonus. No mud, no lotus.
Mm.
Anybody have anything they'd like to share?
Oh, something's coming up.
Kim, bless you all. Thank you, Kim.
Thanks.
Kim, bless you too. And your mud, and our mud,
Yes,
and all our lotuses.
yes. Does anybody else have something they'd like to share? I can't see it with my glasses, can you?
Muddy, muddy mud.
Muddy, muddy mud.
It is muddy, muddy mud.
Yeah,
But if we see it now as an opportunity instead of a punishment or something to dread or something to hate, we have so much freedom. We have so much more energy. We have so much more opportunity to be and do who and what we are and what we want to do.
and be happy.
Yeah. So every bit of that freedom is worth it. Fight for it. Go for it.
Go
Dig
for
for it. Turn
Yeah.
within. Turn within for it.
Anybody else? Nobody's there.
Maybe nobody has any mud today.
Oh,
That's good.
that would be good. Maybe you got rid of it all. Send me to meeting group chat. Thank you. Now I know something, but I couldn't read the last sentence.
I couldn't either.
Can you send that again, please? Now I know something. Can we repeat it? Now I know why I have mud.
Yes, we do. And that mud is our mud, it's nobody else's mud. We all get our own bucket of mud.
Oh, and the other thing that Tess and I have learned is that if we don't deal with the mud that's here today, and we
Yeah.
manage to sweep it under the rug and ignore it and just not sit with it compassionately and just ignore, it will come back and it will keep trying to get our attention.
True.
Until we pay attention enough that we say, okay, it's trying to teach me something. What am I supposed to learn here?
Yep.
What am I supposed to change?
So if mud keeps recurring in your life and it looks familiar.
Yes, if the mud looks familiar.
Time to contemplate.
Yes. So does anyone else have something they'd like to share? Don't be bashful. We learn in these exchanges. We have written material, and then after we open our eyes after meditation, I, who have had way too many brain injuries to count, can summarize things, and Tess can tell you things, and it's more alive. And we can bounce off of each other's questions or answers. So does that help you not be bashful?
No mud today. That's okay.
I would share that the brain injuries have freed me from what used to be an embarrassment. You're raised to present your best face. You're supposed to represent your family and be, a contributor to society. And you're a teacher. I was a teacher, so you're held to a high standard. And then I had the brain injuries. And then I couldn't formulate a word or a sentence. And I knew that I couldn't do those things. And so what am I going to do with them? And thank goodness I knew how to meditate before that and during that procedure of trying to find my way back.
This is why we meditate.
It is.
Life comes at you fast. And the older you get, the faster and crazier
it gets.
it
Yes.
gets.
Yes.
So yeah, having that stability to return to every day as often as you can
Right.
is a beautiful thing.
And having the Hamsa mantra for me is a precious thing because it means I am that essence which can transform this situation into something much more loving, kind, compassionate,
And useful.
and useful.
Yeah.
So now, unless somebody out there wants to share anything, last chance. Okay. So our next class is on Monday, December 8th at 1 p.m. right here on Zoom. The topic is interbeing and non-duality. Oh, dear Lord, that sounds fierce and formidable. But the class, we promise, will be fun. And you have homework, which is to bring a piece of paper with you to the class. You'll need that piece of paper for the exercises that we'll be doing.
Yes. Any kind of paper. It could have lines on it, writing on it. It can be in a book.
Yes.
Just doesn't matter.
Bring paper.
Any paper.
Yes. The topic again is interbeing and non-duality. So connection and
Oh, Robin Wall Kimmerer refers
Yes.
to it as reciprocity. Same thing.
And she is
the wonderful author of Braiding Sweetgrass and the Service Berry. She's a botanist and Native American.
And if you haven't read the books, we highly recommend them.
Okay.
So we'll hope to see you on the 8th of December with a piece of paper in hand.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful month. Enjoy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Celebrate all the gratefulness in
Yes.
the world. Yes.
We're grateful to you.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.